Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the podcast, The Endurance of Labor Laws. I am your lovely host, Lesley Sullivan, and today is episode 136, and we are going to take a look at the Superfund sites located in the state of Montana. But first of all, let me give a big shout out to my listeners. So let me go to my list here. So a big shout out to Minnesota, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Oregon, New York, Texas, Virginia, and Oklahoma. In terms of countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Russian Federation. Good to see you guys. So let's go ahead and start on this puppy. So again, these are Superfund sites located in the state of Montana. Montana does have, I would say, not quite a few, but enough that it is concerning. In times past, we looked at some of the northeastern part of the United States as well as California. And if you have to compare Montana to the northeastern states or to California, their stuff is a nothing in terms of numbers. But they do still have some issues. So it is a serious concern because some of these are not getting cleaned up and some of them go back all the way to the 1980s. So there's kind of not an excuse for that. But let's go ahead and start on this. So as usual, the first group that I will list off are the current and active Superfund sites, which means they are still a toxic, hazardous area, and they need to be fenced off away from society, so that way people know not to go there, because if you go to these places, you can be exposed to very toxic, hazardous materials that can either kill you, cause cancer, or cause other health issues. So very much a concern. The second group that I will discuss will be the ones that are being proposed to being added to the national priorities list. I don't have any on this list that have actually been removed. So that concerns me there that Montana is not really doing a good job in terms of cleaning up their sites. But again, it's not as bad as California or the northeastern part of the United States. So kind of need to take it with a grain of salt, but it still does not excuse it. So the first one that is current and active is Anaconda Copper Mine, Smelter, and Refinery. It is located in the county of Cascade. The population there is 84,414 people living in that area. The issue with this one is soil and surface water contamination by arsenic, lead, and other heavy metals. This one was added to the list March 10th, 2011. The next one is Anaconda Company's smelter site. It is located in Deer Lodge. The population there is 9,421. The issue with this one is soil and groundwater contamination by arsenic, copper, cadmium, lead, and zinc. Not good stuff there. It was added to the list September 8th, 1983. The next one is Basin Mining Area. It is located in the county of Jefferson. Jefferson County has 12,085 people. The issue with this one is mine waste contaminated Basin and Cataract Creeks and the soils within the town of Basin. Contaminants include arsenic, cadmium, copper, lead, and other metals. This one was added to the list October 22nd, 1999. The next one is Barker Hughesville's Mining District. It is located in two counties. It's located in Cascade and Judith Basin. We've already discussed Cascade. Judith Basin, their population is 2,023 people. The issue with this one is groundwater, sediment, surface water, and soils are contaminated with metals, including zinc and arsenic. This one was added to the list September 13th, 2001. The next one is Carpenter Snow Creek Mining District. It is located in the county of Cascade. The issue with this one is groundwater, soil, and watercourse contamination by arsenic and heavy metals. This one was added to the list September 13th, 2001. The next one is East Helena. It is located in Lewis and Clark County. Very interesting name there. The population is 70,973 people living in that area. The issue with this one is soil, surface water, and groundwater contamination by lead, other heavy metals, and arsenic at a lead smelter. They have ASARCO. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a type of smelter. I'm not really sure. But this one was added to the list. Oh, I guess that's their actual company name. My mistake. So they kind of have two different names here. So the actual name of the site is East Helena. But the name of the company that has caused the problem is Asarco LLC, and it is a mining, smelting, and refining company based in Tucson, Arizona, which mines and processes primarily copper. Let's see here. It says the company has been a subsidiary of Grupo Mexico since 1999. So a little bit of international orientation there. And let's see, this site was added to the list September 21st, 1984. The next one is Flat Creek IMM. It is located in the county of Mineral. Mineral County has 4,535 people. The issue with this one is soil, groundwater, and surface water contamination by arsenic, antimony, lead, and manganese from mine tailings, some of which were used to fill or used as fill and construction material in the nearby town of Superior. This one was added to the list September 23rd, 2009. The next one is Idaho Pole. It is located in Gallatin County. Let's see, Gallatin, let's see here, its population is 118,960 people. The issue with this one is groundwater, sediment, surface water, and soil contamination by PCP, PAHs, and dioxins from a wood treatment plant. Not surprising there because wood treatment plants tend to be pretty bad in terms of an environmental risk. This one was added to the list June 10th, 1986. The next one is Libby Asbestos. Let's see, this one is located in the county of Lincoln. Lincoln County, the population is 19,677 people. And let me see here what the issue is with this one. It says asbestos contamination from, I think it's vermiculite, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and that is a processing plant. This one was added to the list October 24th, 2002. The next one is Libby Groundwater. It is also located in the county of Lincoln. The issue with this one is groundwater, sediment, surface water, and soil contamination by PCP, PAHs, and heavy metals from the wood and paper industry. I'm not surprised that it would be bad because it seems to me that anything to do with the wood industry, such as wood treatment plants or paper mills, tend to be a really horrible way to contaminate our environment. And just FYI, there are several wood treatment and paper mills over in India and China that are extremely contaminating the environment over there. So just FYI, be aware of that. This one was added to the list September 8th, 1983. The next one is Lockwood Solvents. It is located in the county of Yellowstone. And let's see, Yellowstone, the population there is 164,731 people. The issue with this one is groundwater, sediment, surface water, and soil contamination by VOCs. It was added to the list December 1st, 2000. The next one is Milltown Reservoir Sediments. It is located in Missoula. Let's see, Missoula County has 117,922 people living there. Let's see here. The issue with this one is groundwater and reservoir sediments contamination by arsenic and copper from historic mining activity. So let's see here. I want to make sure I worded that right. Okay, that is correct. Let's see here. This one was added to the list September 8th, 1983. The next one is Montana Pole. It is located in the county of Silver Bow. Silver Bow has 35,133 people living in that area. The issue with this one is groundwater, sediment, surface water, and soil contamination by PCP, PAHs, dioxins, and furans from a wood treatment plant. Obviously, it's going to be bad. This one was added to the list July 22nd, 1987. The next one is, I think it's Mout, M-O-U-A-T Industries. It is located in the county of Stillwater. And that county has 8,963 people living in that area. The issue with this one is soils and groundwater were contaminated with hexavalent chromium. It was added to the list June 10th, 1986. The next one is Silver Bow Creek Butte. It is also located in Silver Bow. Let's see here. We've already discussed Silver Bow, but this is a different site. The issue with this one is groundwater, surface water, and soil are contaminated with arsenic, copper, zinc, cadmium, and lead from mining and smelting. So quite a big problem there. It says Silver Bow Creek and the Clark Fork River contain metals from the sites of Butte to Milltown. Mine tailings in the creek and river were caused or have caused fish kills in the river. Not surprised by that because it is contamination, especially when you contaminate the water supply. This one was added to the list September 8th, 1983. The next and last one in regards to a current and active Superfund site is Upper 10 Mile Creek. It is also located in Lewis and Clark County. The issue with this one is heavy metal and arsenic contamination from mining. It was added to the list October 22nd, 1999. Let's see here. We're going to move on to the ones that are being proposed to being added to the list. Again, I don't know why they're making a proposal and not just going ahead and adding it, because if they see that there's a problem, I would think that they would just go ahead and add it. So who knows what's going on with this. But let's see here. The one that they're thinking about adding is called Burlington Northern Livingston Shop Complex. It is located in the county of Park. Park County has 17,191 people living in that area. The issue with this one is petroleum hydrocarbons and volatile organic compounds have contaminated the soil and the Livingston aquifer. Kind of serious. So they're still debating on whether or not to add that one to the list. They listed it as being proposed to being added to the list. That's going to be August 23rd, 1994. And here we are in 2022, and they still can't figure out what to do. Kind of sad. And when I say they, I mean the EPA. More than likely, the state of Montana is already aware that it's bad. They're probably just waiting on the EPA to actually acknowledge that this needs to be added to the national priorities list. That way the government will help them. And when I say the government, I mean the federal government. So just FYI, be aware of that. But that is it for today's lovely podcast. So as usual, until next time, I pray that you're happy, healthy, and whole, that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.